Hey everyone, just another quick video talking about this central tendency and these four important words: mean, median, mode, and range. Those are four words you need to memorize for this. Don't worry about this idea of central tendency. It's really often called statistics, and it's just about taking a whole bunch of random numbers and giving some meaning to it. So there's a bunch of examples on the pages online that I'm going to pop beside me here this video. And you could have started working on it last week. Some people did, some people didn't. But this week I want to work on this, just getting these four words memorized and understand the meaning of them, and then work with some actual numbers. So mean, it just is the average. I don't know why the different word, but in statistics, the average is called the mean. So you add them up and divide by how many you have. The median is the middle number, so you have to put them in order. The mode is the number that occurs most often. And the range is the biggest number minus the smallest number. So I've got this data here, and I just made up numbers. And I was thinking what would be interesting to do, and I'm not exactly sure if this would actually work out this way, but I thought if we asked all 6 classes in our Eagle hallway how many of them liked cookies and cream ice cream, or how many of them maybe it was their favorite flavor, these could be the results. 5 people in one class, 2 in another, 7, 5, 9, and 4. It doesn't really matter. We're just making up numbers so we can work on these 4 different terms here. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to do this with all my data, is I'm going to put it in order from smallest to largest, because 3 of these 4 things it works better for. So my smallest one is a 2. So write it here, and then I have a 4, and then I have 2 5s, and then I have 7, and then I have a 9. Now I'm going to answer each one of these, or I'm going to state what each one of those are: the mean, the median, the mode, and the range. So the mean is the average. So to get the average, I add all this up, okay? And you can do that in your head, do that with a calculator, however works best. I'm going to do it in my head, and I'm going to do groupings together like this. These 2 together are 16, these 2 together are 10, so that's 26, and 6 more, right? So 32. If you can find common groupings, or like this, 2, 4, and 9 are 15, right? 15 and 5 is 20, plus 5 more is 25, plus 7 is 32. Anyway you group it, you come up with 32. And then I need to divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers, okay? And that's not going to be an even number, or it's going to be a decimal. So 5 decimal 3 repeating, okay? And that is the mean of that. That's the mean. So the mean for this group would be 5 decimal 3 repeating, okay? The median is the middle number. So that's in order from smallest to largest, and the middle is right there on this one. So there actually isn't a middle number. So I take an average of those 2, and that's really easy. The average of 5 and 5 is just 5, okay? The mode is the number that occurs most often. Oh, look, also 5, because there's only 2 of those, okay? And 1 of everything else. The range is the biggest minus smallest. So 9 minus 2, right? 9 minus 2 equals 7. So the range is 7. That's it. There's nothing more to this. You can do this with every set of data. We could just make up random numbers. And it's just better to have numbers with some meaning, because we can relate better to them. But if you just had a random set of numbers, I don't know, 10, 12, 14, 10, 6, 10, 4, 2, whatever. I have no idea what those numbers are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, okay? So to get most of these, I would put them in order from smallest to largest, okay? So I would go, okay, 2 is the smallest, and then I have a 4 and a 6, 2, a 4, a 6, and then I have 3 10s, okay? 10, 10, 10, and then I have a 12, and I have a 14. Okay, now the average, I would just add all these up. So that's 10, right? 20, 30, 40. Okay, so those together are all 40. I'm doing some mental math here. These are all 40. These 2 together are 26, and this is 2. So that would be 28 and 40, so 68, without using a calculator. It's way faster. And then I'm going to divide by 8 numbers, because I have 8 of them. So 68 divided by 8 equals 8 decimal 5. So my average for this group would be 8 decimal 5. The median is the middle number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So that means I have 4 numbers on this side, 4 on this side. So my middle is the average of 10 and 10, which is 10, okay? The mode, which is the number that occurs most often, also 10, because there's 3 of those. Just seem to work that way. And then range, the biggest minus smallest, so 14 minus 2 is 12. And that is it. There's nothing more. So if you tell me that you don't understand it, I'm going to say, that's cool. Come to Google Meet and we'll walk through this again together one-on-one, or watch the video again, or watch Friday's video. That will also explain some of this for you. I think it was on Friday. Okay? Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Before I go, this is Monday's video, so I'm going to kind of pan around the classroom just a little bit if you haven't seen this yet. It might be a little bit bumpy. Just give me a second here. I'm going to take this out of the holder. So this is our classroom right now. Okay, there's the front where I've been teaching, my desk, and you can see the other desks. There's only a maximum of 10 students, coming in. So if you're planning on coming in this week, there was an email about it from the district. There's been several from the school, and there's been several from Miss Olson and I. So make sure that you're reading those. If you're planning on coming in this week, it's going to be only one morning, Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday from 9 to noon, and you have a scheduled time. So make sure that you are on your scheduled time. Check your Learn 34 emails, and your parents got copies as well. There's a little glimpse of our fish tank as we fade out. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.